Well, of course I could be wrong, but I think TV licensing might have got angry little man syndrome when they sent this. Let's begin. Okay, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Billy for sending this in. Let's get into it. Now, what is the first thing you think of when you see this envelope land on your mat? Brown envelope, very official looking. We need to hear from you by the 2nd of the 3rd, 2022. And of course, we open it up and what do we see? TV licensing again. When will they ever stop? In the top right hand corner there's their pants logo, in my opinion. Your status, no license needed, so they already know that this person doesn't actually need a license. But yet they still need to hear from them by the 2nd of the 3rd. Why? Underneath that we have the date, January 2022. The reference number, which of course may or may not be made up. And in big bold letters, we need to hear from you by the 2nd of March, or this address will be treated as unlicensed. You naughty person, you. And I'm guessing that they knew if they put that last little bit in the envelope's window, it would be going straight in the bin, wouldn't it? Dear Mr. Whoever, we wrote to you recently about your no license needed declaration, which is due to expire on the 2nd of March. But we didn't hear from you and time is running out. Well, fine. You know I don't need a TV license, so just extend the deadline. What's the problem? Then in bold, buy a TV license if you need one. Strange they're putting that this time. Or renew your no license needed declaration. Surprised they're actually giving us a choice for a change. Without, of course, the usual £1,000 odd threats we seem to see quite often. If you do neither and ignore this letter, your dress will be treated as unlicensed. Oh no! But of course, that's for them to worry about and not me, because I don't know about you, but I wouldn't care if my address was unlicensed because I don't need a TV license. This means that we may open an investigation and schedule a visit at your address. Well, of course, come along. My Ring doorbell knows how to tell people to go away. And I'll give you a nice little wave from the window. I just won't use all my fingers. We'll also continue to write to you. Well, thanks for letting me know I can cancel my toilet paper order. Don't be the 1 in 8 in bold letters. Well, what the hell does that mean? Don't be the 1 in 8. 1 in 8 people we've spoken to on the doorstep to check their no license needed claim did actually need a TV license, which means 7 out of 8 people didn't. So why are you bothering TV licensing? In fact, the amount of hoops we have to go through and the amount of things we have to say to you to tell you we don't need a TV license and for you to actually send these letters out to us seems quite a lot in my opinion. And what's the point in us replying to this letter at all if you're not going to believe a word we say and just going to send people anyway? Yours sincerely, Jackie Garswood. She's the customer service manager apparently. And we've also got 2 little squares at the bottom. Choice number 1, which is the first choice I'm guessing they want us to do. Buy a TV license. If you want to enjoy the full live TV experience. I've never heard it called experience before. Across all channels and TV services, plus BBC programmes on BBC iPlayer, visit this web address or call us on this number. To be honest, BBC or TV licensing actually, it shouldn't really be that way anyway, should it? We should be able to watch other TV channels live apart from the BBC. If I fancy putting on an episode of Coronation Street, I should be able to do that. Not that I would want to, of course, because it's a bit pants in my opinion, but either way though, I should be able to do that and not have to worry about paying another company money for watching a channel which they do not own. I mean, it's a bit like me paying Asda for the ability to shop in Tesco's, isn't it? And number 2, declare no license needed if you do not watch any live TV shows or BBC programmes on BBC iPlayer. And if you change your mind, you can buy a license at any time. Thanks for letting me know that. Visit this address or call the same number. Well, I don't know about you, but I think this letter is absolutely disgraceful. I mean, what is the point in us even replying to this if, go on by this, they're actually still sending people round to these people's houses who have let them know they don't need a TV licence. They've already got their answer, but it just seems like they do not want to accept it. It just screams of desperation, in my opinion. 2027 is fast approaching, and hopefully it won't be too long before the TV licence enters the history books for good. Anyway, to be kept up to date, remember to push that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next video.